Good morning. So just a little housekeeping before we start the ceremony. Welcome to this spectacular summer, sunny, beautiful day in Williamsburg. The rain looks like it's cooperating right now. It is our intention to go through the entire ceremony as planned. However, in the event that there is a lightning strike or thunder, we do need to evacuate the tent. Guests, we ask that you please evacuate to your car. Students, we will evacuate into the Professional Development Center, and then we're going to assess if we can continue with the ceremony. And we appreciate your cooperation for everyone's safety. All right, now back to the hooray. Welcome to the School of Education and congratulations to the class of 2024. Each year we begin our commencement ceremony with the ringing of our school bell. It has been our tradition to honor retiring faculty members by inviting them to ring the bell at the opening and closing bell of this ceremony. Thank you to Dr. Megan Shannon Moran for ringing the opening bell. Dr. Shannon Moran is retiring after 24 years of distinguished service. Professor Shannon Moran has served the university and the School of Education with distinction for 24 years. During that time, she published 3 books as well as 66 peer-reviewed scholarly journal articles and book chapters. She has presented at international, national, and state conferences, including over 50 presentations at scholarly conferences and 135 invited keynote talks and workshops in 22 states and 15 countries. Professor Shannon Moran's scholarly writing is recognized around the globe, having been cited nearly 50,000 times. The quality of her scholarship was recognized with the American Educational Research Association Division A Award for Excellence in Research in 2015. A passionate teacher, Professor Shannon Moran taught both PhD and EDD doctoral level courses in the educational leadership, as well as master's courses in the educational leadership preparation program. She chaired over 50 doctoral dissertations, co-chaired 3, and served as a member of a great many others. In recognition of her contributions, Professor Shannon Moran was awarded the Thomas Ashley Graves Jr. Award for Sustained Excellence in Teaching in 2013, and the Plumeri Award for Faculty Excellence in 2015. And she was honored as the Wakefield Distinguished Associate Professor from 2007 to 2010. Dr. Shannon Moran, we are deeply grateful for your 24 years of service to the William and Mary School of Education. You have left an indelible mark on the school, and we wish you the best in the years to come. So let's open the ceremony with the ringing of the bell, please. I would also like to thank the Williamsburg Field Music Fifes and Drums for leading our procession today. The musicians are alumni of the Colonial Williamsburg Fifes and Drums, and those performing for us today are drummer Lance Pedigo, fifers Ryan and David DeGraff. It is my Again, it is my great honor to welcome you to the School of Education as we celebrate the graduating class of 2024. We will begin our ceremony with the land acknowledgement, who will be delivered by Associate Dean Leandra Paris.
William and Mary acknowledges the Indigenous peoples who are the original inhabitants of the lands our campus is on today. The Cherokee, the Chickahominy, Eastern Chickahominy, Mattaponi, Monacan, Nansman, Nottoway, Pamunkey, Patawomac, Upper Mattaponi, and Rappahannock tribes, and pay our respect to their tribal members, past and present. The Board of Visitors acknowledges that William and Mary enslaved people, exploited them and their labor, and perpetuated the legacies of racial discrimination. The board profoundly regrets these activities, apologizes for them, expresses its deep appreciation for the contributions made by the African and African American members of its community to the vitality of William and Mary then, now, and for all time coming, and commits to continue our efforts to remedy the lingering effects of past injustices.
Okay, and I invite you to please be seated. Thank you. Joining me on the stage this morning is the leadership team of the School of Education, who has been instrumental in our success this year. And I just want to briefly introduce them. Students and faculty, I want you to see who's been working on your behalf that has made such a successful year in the School of Education. To my right, we have Senior Associate Dean for Academic Programs, Dr. Jim Barber, Associate Dean and Director of Diversity and Inclusion, Dr. Leandra Paris. Associate Dean for Research and Faculty Development, Dr. Betsy Talbot. Educational Policy, Planning, and Leadership Department Chair, Dr. Peggy Constantino. School Psychology and Counselor Education Department Chair, Dr. Danita Hudson. Curriculum and Instruction Department Chair, Dr. Lindy Johnson. We also have with us the chairs of the Faculty Governance Committees, Academic Affairs Committee Chair, Dr. James Strong. Faculty Affairs Committee Chair, Dr. Chris Garys. Faculty Evaluation Committee Co-Chairs, Dr. Craig Cashwell and Dr. Meredith Kerr. And as part of the administration in the School of Education, the Senior Director of Development, Dr. Patty O'Neill. Our Senior Assistant Dean for Academic Programs, and who we owe a great debt of thanks for this amazing celebration, Dot Osborne. And students, probably one of the most beloved people in the School of Education for all the help she provides, our Registrar, Tammy Gaynor. So I want to begin today's ceremony by congratulating our graduates and expressing my admiration for your commitment to our field. Each of you has reached this milestone in your lives because of your love of learning, your care for others, and your desire to make a difference in the world. I would also like to thank one of our graduates, Corinthia Randolph, for the moving remarks she delivered last night. And for those of you that were in attendance, that was awesome. If you weren't in attendance, watch it. Incredibly inspiring. Corinthia is the first graduate student from the School of Education to be chosen as the William & Mary Student Commencement Speaker, and her speech represented our core values very well. The work of professional educators is essential to the health of our society. Providing equitable access to education and resources is a foundational building block of a pluralistic democracy. Last night's commencement speaker, Justice John Charles Thomas, also joined us at convocation to open the 2021-22 academic year. In his address to the William & Mary community, Judge Thomas called William & Mary students to be magnificent builders for your whole lives. Last night, he expanded on that message by reminding us that William & Mary graduates, you, are uniquely positioned to be magnificent builders because of the training that our students receive here. And I just wanted to just focus for 1 minute on that notion of being a magnificent builder, because I think it's the perfect description of our work as educators. As educators, we're magnificent builders of classrooms, of communities, of institutions of higher education, of mental health agencies, of clinics, of community agencies. And in calling you to be magnificent builders, Justice Thomas referenced the poem, The Builders by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And if you'll indulge me, I just want to read two quick portions from that. For the structure that we raise, time is with materials filled. Our 2 days and yesterdays are the blocks with which we build. Truly shape and fashion these, leave no yawning gaps between. Think not because no man sees, such things will remain unseen. Graduates, as you prepare to transition to your new roles as educators, as counselors, as higher education professionals, as educational administrators and school psychologists, I ask you to continue this work of magnificent building with the dedication and care that you've shown as students at William and Mary. Never forget that the work that you do today and day to day, seen and unseen, is an essential building block toward our shared goal of creating strong and just institutions. A just institution is one that embraces inclusive excellence, where all feel valued and welcomed, and the structures we build promote equality of educational opportunity. This academic year in the School of Education, we focused on cultivating a community of belonging. At William and Mary, we've defined belonging as creating a welcoming and caring community that embraces diverse people and perspectives. And as you think of yourselves as magnificent builders, belonging is foundational to that shared work. When our core values of integrity, respect, service, curiosity, and excellence are layered on a foundation of belonging, that is where individuals and communities flourish. That is when we see justice advanced. These values and ideals have been molded for you by the William and Mary community, our world-class faculty and dedicated staff. I feel confident that each of you is well prepared to enter the profession, ready to address the perplexing problems of an increasingly changing world. Together with your families, spouses, partners, children, and friends, the School of Education stands ready to support you in the important work of transforming schools, communities, and students. Always remember that William and Mary and the School of Education is your home, and I welcome you to the profession today and offer my most sincere congratulations. Now it's my great honor to announce our School of Education Graduation Award recipients. We will begin with the School of Education Award for Excellence. In 1983, the Dean and the faculty of the School of Education established the School of Education Award for Excellence to be awarded annually to two meritorious graduate students, one a master's degree candidate and the other a doctoral degree candidate. In 1989, a third award for excellence was added to recognize the meritorious work of an outstanding undergraduate student. The purpose of these awards is to bestow on these recipients recognition as outstanding students in education. The awards recognize academic and professional excellence as well as outstanding citizenship. The School of Education Dean's Award for Excellence for an undergraduate student goes to Spencer Alderson. Spencer, please come join us on the stage. So stay here while I say nice things about you, okay? Throughout her time as an undergraduate at William and Mary, Spencer has consistently exceeded expectations and demonstrated a significant dedication to learning. In her nomination letter, Dr. Conradi Smith praised Spencer for her professionalism, her work ethic, and her commitment to practice in the classroom. Spencer contributed constructively and insightfully to classroom discussions, wrote clearly and effectively, and demonstrated diligence in researching the class topics. When asking questions, Spencer not only revealed she had thought deeply about the readings, but also that she was situating the learning within the context of her students. Many of our faculty admire how Spencer carried herself professionally and how she is committed to connecting classroom learning to practice. She consistently sought to bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world application, as supported by her published editorial in the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Spencer's demonstrated dedication to her studies and a profound commitment to the field of education make her deserving of the Dean's Award for Excellence. Spencer, congratulations on your award. Ooh, there we go. Again. The School of Education Dean's Award for Excellence for a master's student goes to Monique Williams. Hello. Join me, congratulations. Stand right here with me while I say nice things about you. Monique is an outstanding student, not only within school psychology, but across the School of Education and the broader William and Mary community. In her nomination letter, Dr. Janice Parker, describes Monique as an exceptionally bright, goal-oriented student who steps outside of the traditional box to serve both K-12 and higher education students. In her academic work, Monique displays excellent critical thinking skills and proactive class engagement, showcasing a strong integration of theory and practice. Her impact extends far beyond the classroom as she provides a proactive approach to the advancement of our community, serving in various leadership roles, including as president of the School Psychology Student Organization and a National Association of School Psychologists student leader. Monique has consistently gone above and beyond to foster an environment of growth and support for her peers. Her outside research projects aimed to understand and address the experiences of Black women, faculty in counselor education programs across the country. This research reflects her strong commitment to learning while highlighting inclusivity and equity initiatives. Her contributions have left a lasting mark on the school psychology program and the greater community, making her deserving of the Dean's Award for Excellence. Monique, congratulations. The School of Education Dean's Award for Excellence for a doctoral student goes to Anisha Mishra. Please join me on the stage, Dr. Mishra. And while she's coming up, I will commend her amazing words to us last night at the doctoral courting ceremony. And again, I commend her words to you. If you didn't have a chance to hear them, I strongly recommend that you get access. Stand with me. Praising Dr. Mishra's motivation, dedication, and ability, her mentor and dissertation committee chair, Dr. Jennifer Cross, describes her as an outstanding example of what a doctoral student can be. Throughout her doctoral studies, Dr. Mishra's accomplishments in publishing, research, and outreach have not only fueled her own professional growth, but also contributed significantly to the work of the Center for Gifted Education and the field of gifted education in general. With her training in psychology and an aptitude for sophisticated data analysis, Dr. Mishra has helped the faculty explore new terrain. Her dissertation explores components of identity development previously unstudied. In combination and throughout the process, she distinguished herself with a zest for tackling challenging questions. She also stood out for her contributions to a state-funded analysis of Virginia's governor's schools, supervising 7 master's students and contributing extensively to the study design and final report. While at William & Mary, Dr. Mishra earned a Mensa Foundation Gifted Education Fellowship and excelled as Administrative Editorial Assistant of Gifted Education Quarterly, the premier research journal in the field. She has also served the university as an international peer leader, assisting program coordinator for Camp Launch, and associate editor of William & Mary Educational Review. In each capacity, her exceptional communication skills and desire to be of service have shown through. Dr. Cross looks forward to following Dr. Mishra's career trajectory, confident that she will continue to truly make a difference in the world. Dr. Mishra, congratulations. It's a big weekend for all of us. This is awesome. In 2000, Margaret Frances Harmon and Margaret C. and Larry A. Hobbin of the School of Education Development Board established the Margaret the Lady Thatcher Award for Scholarship, Character, and Service. The medallion is awarded each year at our School of Education ceremony. Lady Thatcher's devotion to William & Mary was reflected in her lifelong advocacy of the paramount importance of education in society. Whether serving Great Britain as Minister of Education and Service and addressing the needs of higher education before the Virginia General Assembly, or simply meeting with students in a Williamsburg high school, Lady Thatcher emphasized the significance of education for achieving individual potential and ensuring the future of democracy. Her abiding focus on education and public service is consistent with the priorities of the William & Mary School and the School of Education. The purpose of this award is to recognize a graduate student who embodies the traits of scholarship, character, and service within the School of Education. This year's recipient of the Thatcher Award is Dr. Allison Fears. She has a fan club. Do you see this? Look at this. Dr. Fears exemplifies the characteristics of advocacy, achievement, and service through her work as a school counselor, a doctoral student, and an assistant professor at East Carolina University. That's right, yeah, Dr. Fears. With a passion for making a difference in counselor education, she teaches and trains counselors to work in rural areas. Her dissertation focuses on the social and racial justice challenges school counselors face in rural communities and the impact of inequity in rural areas. As Dr. Danita Hudson emphasizes in her nomination letter, Dr. Fears is just beginning her career, but her service to the profession is already extensive. As a doctoral student in the counselor education program, she received several research grants through the School of Education, Diversity, and Inclusion Office. She served 2 years as the AERA Graduate Student Representative for Division E, Counseling and Human Development. She worked alongside the online counseling department as a graduate assistant, in addition to serving as a supervisor and mentor for Project Empower, a school-based mentorship program. Dr. Fears currently serves on multiple committees within national and state organizations in counselor education. She is the testing and assessment coordinator at East Carolina University and a journal reviewer for the Journal of School-Based Counseling Policy and Evaluation. She has published and presented in over 20 peer-reviewed journals and publications. Describing her as a rising star in the counseling profession, Dr. Hudson shared perhaps the highest compliment when describing Dr. Fears' mentorship of counseling students. Quote, "Allison took the highest level of care in developing these future counselors," said Dr. Hudson. "She cultivated community through a culturally sensitive approach to providing feedback and addressing concerns. I witnessed her putting her values into action by creating an anti-racist and collegial environment where everyone she worked with experienced a sense of belonging." Dr. Fears, congratulations on your award, and we'd love to hear your remarks.
Oh, this is upside down. All right. Good morning, Dean Knoepel, School of Education faculty, staff, and the class of 2024. It is my honor to stand before you all and congratulate you on this amazing accomplishment. You did this. We did this. So let's give a round of applause for the hard work we've done. If you can't tell by the dress I'm wearing, I really like flowers. Flowers hold a special meaning to me. When I was growing up, rather than giving my teachers another stereotypical apple or 100th coffee mug to add to their collection, I would give them a rose from my mother's rose bush. While I don't have the green thumb my mom certainly has when it comes to growing plants outside, I do try to give hypothetical flowers to the educators and people within my life by taking time to thank them and let them know that I appreciate them and their hard work. While I am honored to be the recipient of the Margaret the Lady Thatcher Award for Scholarship, Character, and Service, I wouldn't be standing here before you all today without the educators in my life who supported me, encouraged me, and believed in me. This award is just as much theirs as it is mine. For starters, the former and current William & Mary educators that inspired me to be the educator I am today.
Dr. Natoya Haskins, Dr. Bianca Augustine, Dr. Saint Germain Sayer, Dr. Leandra Paris, my fellow cohort, Tamika, Ty, our adopted cohort member, Centra, and the, if she will stand up, the Dr. Chantel White-Zenon. I got her family cheering me on right now beside me, so. All right. My ECU family that I am so excited to continue working with, my school counseling family back at Person High School, my various friends, family, and colleagues across other journeys of life that are here with me today, my high school counselor who inspired me to be a school counselor myself, and a very special high school English teacher who saw something in me when very few else did, Mrs. Deborah Bain. Thank you all for the support and guidance you have shown me across the years. When I was in my high school English class with Mrs. Bain, one flower in particular became especially important to me, daffodils, which I'm sure you're thinking, daffodils, really? If you think about it, daffodils is one of the few flowers you never see in a store or flower shops. You only see them when spring is near. They're among the first flowers to bloom, which always brings great promise of great things to come after a cold, dreary winter. They are unique, they're special. But there was a poem by William Wordsworth that I read in my English class that first sparked my love for daffodils. It begins, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats higher o'er ales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. You see, I grew up in a very small rural area called Charlotte County, a place where everyone knows everyone and your support system is all around you. You have your community and your people who feel like home, and these people get you through the toughest of times. I am honored to have one of these people, Dr. Sarah Johnson now, with me today, who has been by my side since middle school. Now, when I began college at a big university, it was a culture shock to say the least. I was used to having close relationships and mentorship from my teachers to then just being a number in the classroom. I felt lonely and lost. As I entered my master's program, I was grateful to be in a space where I was not just a number. Smaller classrooms, professors knowing your name and your story. The professors at my master's institution became my first field of golden daffodils, giving me hope and inspiring me to one day become a counselor educator myself. Fast forward to me entering my doctoral program, with hope and knowledge of even smaller classrooms, individual mentorship, and close personal relationships. But despite the small, close-knit environment, I never felt more alone. That is, until I met my daffodils. The educators, colleagues, and friends I thanked earlier are the very reason I continued on my journey despite many times when I questioned if this is really something I wanted to keep doing. They all modeled the phrase we hear, be the change you wish to see in the world. Thanks to them, I now get to be a part of that change. When reflecting on the change I wish to see, a lot of it goes back to my own experiences. I hope to see children of color and children with marginalized identities celebrated and centered in the school-wide programming rather than punished for expressing themselves. I hope that we as educators shift our understanding that it's usually not the children's fault. It's actually the system in which they exist. And we seek to dismantle and rebuild those systems. I hope to see future master's and doctoral students supported and celebrated for their identities and feel like they belong rather than being tokenized or made to feel that what they are doing is not enough or worth celebrating. I hope that my colleagues who are about to enter academia are met with support systems in place to ensure they are successful and honor them for who they are rather than being made to feel that they do not belong and question if the degree they just earned was really worth it. But in order to do any of this, there has to be a change. There has to be acknowledgement of the wrong that has been done in the systems that are broken. There has to be an understanding that when dismantling systems and seeking to rebuild, there will be pushback and barriers to any type of change, because change is uncomfortable to those who benefit from the current systems in place. But it is necessary. As we all graduate today and enter various fields of education, counseling, leadership, there will be many times in which you are faced with trials and barriers that leave you questioning if this is really what you want to do in life. And something I learned through my dissertation and my own experience is that in order to do any of this work, especially anti-racist and social justice work, you cannot do this work alone. Your support system is crucial. So as you enter the field, I encourage you all to think about who are the daffodils in your life? Who are the ones that are aligned with what you're passionate about and believe in? Who are the ones that have your back no matter what, but will also hold you accountable? Who are the ones that uplift you, encourage you, inspire you, and believe in you? And when you have done that, surround yourself with those individuals and keep them close. Because when things get rough or dark or you feel lonely and lost, they are the ones who will inspire you to keep going. Because this is exactly what you are meant to do in life. Be educators, be leaders, and be the change you wish to see in the world. So I end today with the final part of Wordsworth's poem. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fears. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, we're about to confer the degrees. William and Mary conferred degrees to undergraduate students during the main ceremony yesterday evening, and it's a joy to begin our event by recognizing the undergraduate students completing a degree in education. Will Associate Dean Betsy Talbot please join me to begin the recognition of our graduates?
It is my pleasure to recognize the graduates earning the Bachelor of Arts in Education degree. These graduates have successfully completed a nationally accredited program in teacher education and are thereby well prepared to serve children, families, and communities as elementary, middle, and high school teachers. With the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education and the candidates completing a secondary curriculum in education, please come forward to be recognized and receive your graduation memento. Spencer Jane Alderson, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Alicia Bajaj, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. John William Beeman, Bachelor of Arts in History with a secondary curriculum in Secondary Education Social Studies. Kaylin Denise Brown, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Audrey Jane Dolak, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Taylor Alexis Gaborik, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Sarah Riley Godsey, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Catherine Marie Heberlein, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Ryland Marie Herring, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Angelina G. Moore, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Jessica Marie Sigsby, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Jeremy Evan Taylor, Bachelor of Arts in History with a secondary curriculum in Secondary Education Social Studies. Emma Rose Williams, Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Please join me in congratulating these baccalaureate graduates and new teachers. It is my pleasure to recognize the graduates earning the degree of Master of Arts in Education. These graduates have completed professional preparation and advanced coursework leading to a master's degree and licensure in elementary education, secondary education, ESL and bilingual education, special education, and literacy leadership. They are thereby well prepared to serve children, schools, families, and communities as professional educators and teacher leaders. Would the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Education come forward to be recognized and receive your graduation memento? Reagan Carliza Elizabeth Alsop, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Jack Hayden Boyd, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Social Studies Education. Emily Sanders Brown, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Margaret Babolka, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Matthew Oliver Capel, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Social Studies Education. Sydney Taylor Crespo, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Allison Nicole Culpepper, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary English Education. Madeline Marie Dort, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary English Education. Zoe Ann Dowdy, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Elizabeth Campbell Ingle, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Tate Alexander Goldberg, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Janie Louise Hall, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary English Education. Michelle Hajin Hio, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Caitlin Elizabeth Job, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Jordan Elizabeth Kenny, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Science Education. Patrick Carter Kimry, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary English Education. Matthew Richard Corton, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Science Education. Edward Joseph LeClaire, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Social Studies Education. Margaret Ann LaSalle, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Cami Allegra Lynn, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. R. McPherson, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary English Education. Emma Catherine Rogers, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Naomi Rose Saito, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Science Education. Erin Bethencourt Spalding, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Susan Lynn Tatelli, Master of Arts in Education in ESL and Bilingual Education. Ryan Lewis Alexander Vincent, Master of Arts in Education in Secondary Social Studies Education. Raina Amaris Nicole Ward, Master of Arts in Education in ESL and Bilingual Education. Lillian Ruth Weissert, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Emma Marguerite Wirtz, Master of Arts in Education in Special Education. Christina Sprague Wolf, Master of Arts in Education in Elementary Education. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Curriculum instruction faculty may be seated when our graduates are finished. Thank you. And Senior Associate Dean, Jane Barber.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to recognize the graduates earning the degree of Master of Education in Educational Policy, Planning, and Leadership. These graduates have completed professional preparation and advanced coursework in K-12 administration and supervision or in higher education administration. They are thereby well prepared to serve the students, faculty, and communities of K-12 schools or those of colleges and universities. Would the candidates for the degree of Master of Education in Educational Policy, Planning, and Leadership please come forward to be recognized? Gabriel Andreas Canciobeo, Master of Education in Higher Education Administration. Teresa Ann Fleming, Master of Education in K-12 Educational Leadership. Ashton Elizabeth Giralmo, Master of Education in K-12 Educational Leadership. Jenna Marie Hull, Master of Education in K-12 Educational Leadership. Tanya Elizabeth Humphrey, Master of Education in K-12 Educational Leadership. Caroline Macy Lawton, Master of Education in Higher Education Administration. Megan Elise Madler Spizak, Master of Education in Higher Education Administration. Sharon Rachel Quigley, Master of Education in K through 12 Educational Leadership. Brittany Jo Samler, Master of Education in K through 12 Educational Leadership. Carrie Robin Woodleaf, Master of Education in K through 12 Educational Leadership. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. The EPIL faculty may be seated, and I'd ask Associate Dean Leandra Paris to please join me.
It is my pleasure to recognize the graduates earning the degree of Master of Education in Counseling and School Psychology. These graduates have completed professional preparation and advanced coursework leading to a master's degree and licensure in clinical mental health counseling, clinical mental health and addictions counseling, clinical mental health in couples, marriage and family counseling, clinical mental health and military and veteran counseling, school counseling, and school psychology. They are thereby well prepared to serve children, schools, families, and communities as professional counselors and leaders. Would the candidates for the degree of Master of Education in Counseling and School Psychology come forward to be recognized? Naila, Kalia, Naila. I was looking at my list. You're good. Naila, Kalia, Alston, Izzard. We're gonna get them right, don't worry. Atia, Maria, Arthur. Ashley, Elaine, Barnhart. Joshua Hunter Belcher. Catherine Bell Harvey. Catherine Elizabeth Burkle. Elena Noelani Blue. Got it. Amber May Bomer. Rachel Gallagher Bradley. Arlene. Anna Arlene Buck. Enoch Hananiah Bullock. Kayla Danae Burton. Garland Olivia Caldwell. Jessica Jamie Canales. Carly Jean Carter. Kristen Campbell Carter. Jamie Lee Charles. Jiayi Chen. Hi. Carson Emily Cook. Gabrielle Crow. Sabrina Diane Darden. Brittany Lee David. Lauren Catherine Didlake. Kaylee Noel Donano. Maisie Elaine Doss. Autumn Dawn Duffy. Norali Capeda Derman. Jennifer Elaine Elrod. Linda S. Encinas Foljam. Anne Marie Schwartz Evans. Lauren E. Frederick. Yeah, I practiced yours. Tyjan A. Freeman. Your name. Diana Fulip. Madeline Marie Gaffney. Tracy Lynn Gavin. Cameron Tyler Garris. Courtney M. Guston. Anna Marie Harris. There, I got it. Jabrel Malik Hassan. Laura Marie Hayes. Caitlin Marie Hedrick. Jordan Sierra Hodge. Patricia M. Hoffrichter. Janice Tamara Tillman Howell. Emily Claire Udenberg. Molly Alice Hurt. Jennifer Leilani Kakoa. Lena Kellum Karas. Summer Brooke Kirkpatrick. Melody Zaway Kim. Gwendolyn Donalta LaBelle. Bethany Pearl Levine. Rachel Louise Lansbury. Echo Faye Lennon. Deborah Ellen Lewis. Dania Celine Linares. Michelle Los Arcos Balash. Chris Martzoff. Amanda Marie Lee. Ray Luis Martinez. Bryn Nicole Mills. Nicole Lynn Moore. Ashlyn Montgomery. Kara Marie Mueller. Michaela Juliette Munson. Sean Michael Navin. Amanda Kathleen Otto. Lauren Pagney. Julia Amani Sadie Phillips. Savannah Sheridan Powell. Daniel Quinn. Monica Rochelle Richley. Corinthia W. Randolph. Sabrina Asley Ruiz. Alexis Eva Rush. Suli Salazar Layton. Kyle Robert Schofield. Emily Amiko Chiari. Carrie Ann Shively. Elijah Anthony Smith. Catherine Stern Smith. Jeffrey Speller, Jr. Eric Matthew Sperber. Ruth Cuevas Spruill. Evan James Stevens. Takira J. Shea Stevens. Amanda Michelle Rogers Stoll. Madeline Mika Tanoye. Melissa L. Tauscher. Lee Henry Thompson. Claire Elizabeth Tyson. Jessica Valise. Kiana Ashante Glover Sams. Savannah Renee Walters. Christy Marie Worf. Mindy K. Wargs. Hala Alith Walcott. Elizabeth Frances Wheeler. Lauren Whitehead. Zachary Wiggins. Brooke Wilkinson. Dayla Diana Wright. Sophia Rose Sapone. Michelle Ann Stinsky. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. It is also my extreme pleasure to recognize our graduates earning the degree of Educational Specialist. These graduates have completed professional preparation and advanced coursework leading to a specialist degree and licensure in school psychology. They are thereby well prepared to serve children, schools, families, and communities as professional school psychologists and leaders. With the candidates for the degree of Educational Specialist, come forward to be recognized and to receive your memento. Erica Lynn Applebaum. Lauren Greer Ashley. Mary Catherine Colburn. Isabel Marie Jabley. Jordan Lindsay Kuntz. Alexis Danielle McCoy. Irene Peterson. Ruby Lynn Turner. Lauren Williams Kawu. Monique Danielle Williams. Danielle Yvette Wright. Hannah Elizabeth Jelinek. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Faculty for space can be seated, and I call back Dean Barber.
At the main ceremony yesterday, our doctoral graduates were individually recognized. In addition, each graduate was courted by their dissertation committees at our courting event. Now, it is my pleasure to recognize the graduates earning the degrees of Doctor of Education and Doctor of Philosophy. These graduates have completed advanced coursework and research leading to a doctoral degree in educational policy, planning, and leadership, or counselor education. They are thereby well prepared to serve the academy, schools, and the broader community as scholars and leaders. Would our newest doctors please come forward to be recognized? Charisse M. Adkins, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Learning Design. Melissa Lynn Allen, Doctor of Philosophy and Higher Education Administration. Lindsay Elise Blunt, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Nikki Marie Carroll, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Carrie Zabrowski Cooper, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Alana Ray Davis, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Jacqueline D. Dry, Doctor of Education in Gifted Education Administration. Kristen Eileen East, Doctor of Education in Gifted Education Administration. Ashley Jones Farrington, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Terrence A. Fasanella, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Allison Tate Fears, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Carla Marie Kyra Gibson, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Matthew Wade Henry, Doctor of Education in Gifted Education Administration. Heather Michelle Kennedy, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Learning Design. Jason Willard King, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Rosanna A. Koppelman, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Byron Wayne Lewis, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Jingjing Liu, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Paola Gabriela Mendizabal, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Learning Design. Anisha Mishra, Doctor of Philosophy in Gifted Education Administration. Sarah McGuire Nuss, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Learning Design. Shanae V. Owens, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Asia Renee Randolph, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Jeremy Wayne Riggs, Doctor of Philosophy in K-12 Leadership. Patricia Adams Frederick Rudolph, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Alicia K. Schrader Shook, Doctor of Education in Gifted Education Administration. Jessica Marie Scott, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Amelie Drake Smucker, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Learning Design. Juliana Irene Owen Thompson, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Tiffany Irene Truitt, Doctor of Education in K-12 Administration. Morgan Marie Walker, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Congratulations. Joseph White Wheelis IV, Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education Administration. Chantel Monique White Zenin, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Jessica Grant Divenuti Witten, Doctor of Education in Higher Education Administration. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. It is our tradition to also recognize those students who could not attend and who requested that we read their names aloud at our celebration. We would like to recognize those students now. Natasha Ann Backman. Joanna Lynn Blazo. Elizabeth Johnston Gross. James Patrick Harrington. Tiffany Holbrook. Caitlin Campbell Lackey. Carrie Beth Lambert. Jennifer Jane Linton. Elizabeth Marie Nielsen. And Taryn Michelle Ward. Congratulations all.
All right, class of 2024. All right, congratulations everyone. So just a couple closing remarks by me. As Dean, I'm often given the chance to share with alumni and friends the amazing work that happens every day at the William & Mary School of Education. And I love to tell this story. One of the things that I'm most inspired about by being dean of this institution is that, I don't know if you all knew this, but education is actually part of the very founding of the College of William & Mary in Virginia. There was a grammar school in the Wren building, and if you think about it, right, that makes a lot of sense that there'd be a school because in 1693, there's not neighborhood elementary schools and grammar schools to prepare people to go to the university. And so I love the fact that that is part of the fabric of this institution. I love the fact that William & Mary has been the gathering place throughout our history to consider, to study, to think about really pressing issues in education. Education for whom? Access for whom? What content should we be taught? How do we support the Republic as it continues to grow and change? And so what I would say to you all, our graduates, is that in students, when you came here, you inherited that legacy. You became part of that tradition. And now, as you leave from this place, you take your place as leaders in the field of education. You will be the people answering those next great questions. And it brings me such great joy to know that you were so well prepared here and to know that the future is in really good place. It's in really strong hands. It's in the hands of really bright minds and great minds that continue that tradition of William & Mary. To my faculty colleagues, I want to thank you for your tireless dedication to our students and our programs. You demonstrate national and global research leadership. You mentor students selflessly. You create meaningful partnerships that advance our mission far beyond the walls of the school and beyond Williamsburg. You are truly exceptional colleagues. And I really want, the biggest round of applause certainly for our graduates, but maybe equally loud for our staff. I want to thank the staff for this wonderful day. All of you that have come here know that our staff try to make this a second home and a really welcoming, open place for you, but without them, none of this would have been possible, so we're truly thankful to the staff. To our graduates, congratulations. It's been my great joy and honor getting to know you. I cannot wait to see where your careers take you. So a little new tradition today inside the packets that we gave you, you're going to find a commemorative pin honoring your transition into the School of Education alumni community. I encourage you to stay connected to William & Mary and to the network at William & Mary. Stay connected with your faculty, with your friends and your fellow graduates. Call on them for support, share your accomplishments, and cheer each other on. So to conclude our ceremony, Dr. Shannon Moran will ring the bell again. I want to thank everyone for being with us today. And I invite you to join us for a reception in the lobby at the close of the ceremony. There's also a tent out front to have some overflow room for you, so there's some room outside on the patio up front. Graduates, I ask that you please remain in your seats. You are dismissed until after the stage party and the faculty have processed from the tent. Dr. Shannon Moran, would you please close the academic year in the School of Education?